welcome. How's it going? Hi, Dr. Fizza. Hi, BB. Hi, Dragonfly. How's everyone? Hi, Content. Hi, Nisha. Everyone's here. Hi, Jasmine. Christine. Empress Queen. Hello. Hi. Diamond. Ariana. Hello. How's everyone? I do have fairy readings tonight if anybody wants one. It's kind of like a message from your fairy guide. But you can ask any questions you want, like always. I do have a legal disclaimer in the description. Oops, I'm losing all my cards already. Nothing new about that, right? Hi, Ellen. How are you? I was going to say something. If you're new here, welcome. If you want to join the list, it's exclamation mark join with your question. If there's no question, then your turn might be missed. Yeah, robot, Nightbot is a robot. It's not a real person. So if two people join at the same time, I think someone might be missed, but I think Moonbeam's been trying to fix that so that it doesn't do that anymore. I'm not sure. I think Nightbot, Moonbeam is still working on Nightbot, though, so it's trying to get fixed. I'll switch the screens so we can get started. There we go. Moonbeam has added 3 more spots if you want to try again, anyone. Moonbeam says not missing anyone now, so. I mean. Nisha! How Gemini feels about Nisha and thinking about Nisha. Wanted spicy How Gemini feels about thinking I only wanted spicy time from him. Why did he not like me only wanting that from him? Is he over me? Let's see for Nisha. How's the Gemini feeling towards Nisha? How is the Gemini feeling towards Nisha? How's the Gemini feeling towards Nisha? What is a Gemini thinking about Nisha? What is a Gemini thinking about Nisha? What is a Gemini thinking about Nisha? Does Gemini only want spacey time with Nisha? Does the Gemini only want spicy time with Nisha? Is the Gemini over Nisha? Is the Gemini over with Nisha? Is the Gemini over with Nisha? Oh. Alright, let's see what this is about. The Ten of Wands is in the dark about in the light about how he feels towards you. So, I don't know if it's just the Gemini is still unsure about you and just feels like it may take too much effort on their part to get to know you. Because, you know, Geminis are these social butterflies and they talk a lot, so it's easy to get to know a Gemini. But some of the other signs are a little bit harder. They're not as freely opened as some Geminis can be or tend to be. So I don't know if they're just feeling like it's just a little bit. Moonbeam says to clarify in the chat. Does he think you only want spicy time with the chat? Okay, you want me to redo this one? Does the Gemini only want a spicy time from Nisha? Does the Gemini only want spicy time from Nisha? The Emperor. Yeah, that's the Emperor. Yeah, that's all that he wanted. Yeah. The Ten of Wands, I feel like he thinks that generally they feel like you're too much work. You're too much responsibility. You're too much for them right now. Then there's Six of Cups is what they think about you. And even though two of you may share some memories together, it's not enough to keep their attention. You do have the Emperor for the spicy time question, and they do feel like they're in control, and that is, that is what they want. They feel like they have good sense of control in that area. For the Three of Swords in the dark, it's like the Three of Swords was in the light. They'd want to break up with you and it's done and over with, but they're not over you, but they're not into you either. That is what I got. I'm just going to take a break for 1 second. Moonbeam's going to fix the computer thingy. Oh. Can you all hear me okay? I think Moonbeam was checking the audio thingy. Hi FG! How are you? Loud and clear? Awesome, that's good. Hi Nor, how are you? Lullaby. How does my Aquarius coworker Mustafa? I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Mustafa? Feel about me? I'm a Cancer sun. So Lullaby's a Cancer sun. How does the Aquarius feel about a Cancer sun? Let's see. How does an Aquarius feel about a Cancer sun for Lullaby? How does the Aquarius, a coworker, Mustafa, feel about Cancer sun? Aquarius is generally avoid any emotional anything altogether. That's just the characteristics of an Aquarius. They are definitely a free spirit, but when it comes to emotions, they don't want to talk about yours, they don't want to talk about others, they don't want to hear it. Generally. I was practically raised by an Aquarius. You don't do emotions. Let's see. For a Lullaby, how does the Aquarius coworker Mustafa feel about Lullaby, a Cancer? Oh man, for the King of Wands, King of Wands in the dark. For the King of Wands in the dark, I do feel like they're kind of like discouraged about something. I don't know if they're discouraged about you or just work in general. They're just kind of like in that mindset where they're not really focusing on positives while they're at work or working with you. I don't know, there is a Five of Cups, so I do feel like they're kind of like in a negative mindset in general. For whatever reason, the Five of Cups kind of like, I don't know if they, like, again, I feel a lot of disappointment, a lot of frustrations, a lot of needing a break. I don't know if the Aquarius tries to work really hard and skips their breaks or whatever's going on with them. But I feel like there's some negative energy around them that maybe you're feeling that it affects you, especially being a Cancer. You're highly intuitive. So even though they may not be having these feelings or thoughts about you, you may be affected by their energy anyways, right? The Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles, I feel like they're trying to be reliable. They're trying to be like that good person that they are, and they're trying to be an Aquarius a little bit, even though the Page of Pentacles seems to be trying to make them look or appear more grounded, more down to earth, and maybe that is how people see them in general. Usually what your sun sign is not how people usually view you. So maybe, you know, it's a little bit confusing if they're trying to be grounded, they're trying to be more earthy energy than airy Aquarius energy in the workplace. You know, sometimes people feel like they have to change their whole personality at work. And I feel like that is a very difficult thing for this Aquarius to do. And I feel like, yeah, I don't think there's a specific thing that you would want to ask about, but I do feel like whatever's going on with them, I feel like it's not about taking it personally. It's just their energy. They're really focused on their work, and I'm kind of tired of their work as well. Empress Queen. I do have fairy readings. I could do a fairy reading for you, Empress Queen, if you would like. Or from Spirit. I'm still trying to work with angels. It's not something I'm used to doing. I'm still trying to figure all of that out. Mary Jana, how are you? Do you have a question, Mary Jana? Mary Jana, do you have a question? General reading? Okay, general reading for Mary Jana. 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 Let's see. Oh, there's some exciting energy here. Well, kind of mixed messages, but we'll see. You do have the Four of Pentacles in the dark, so I do feel like there's energy of either you letting loose a little bit, like letting go of some of your self-control, or like lowering your boundaries a little bit to be able to explore other things, especially around work and finances and that sort of thing. I feel like the Four of Pentacles is like you're learning to stop for a moment and smell those flowers and see or explore what else is out there besides restricting yourself to whatever you were doing before. I feel like you're coming into that energy not too quickly, because you do have the Seven of Swords, so I do feel like you're still overthinking it a little bit too much there. I feel like you're trying to see what's going on, but at the same time I feel like it's very challenging for you at this time, or maybe it's just challenges are coming around you that are outside of your control. The Ace of Cups is in the dark, so I feel like it's more about you spending this energy focusing on yourself like you've started to do, and continue doing that. And embrace some of that, because I just feel there's a sense of you feeling a little vulnerable right now, or trying to build these foundations without certainty about how to do so, or trying to figure it out. Maybe there are things that are in your way that are just outside of your control, and you're trying to work around it. There's a Hierophant in the dark, but I feel like it's more about you having more faith. Having more faith in yourself and being more confident, since you started this journey of letting things go and being more open to experience more things. I feel like you'll be able to turn that Hierophant into light and be more connected with yourself spiritually, and all that kind of fun stuff. I feel like you're also in a learning period about yourself and your boundaries and your own expectations towards that sort of energy. That's what I got. Hi, Tammy. It's Sweetie. Hi, Sweetie. Welcome. To join the list, you write exclamation mark join and your question, and the Nightbot will add you to the list. Nightbot's not a real person, it's just a robot that keeps track of the list for me. So if you write exclamation mark join with no spaces in between, Nightbot will add you to the list, but don't forget your question after. And thank you so much for liking. When I get to 800 subscribers, I will draw another name to win another free reading. You say, what spirit's planned for my relationship with Robert? Ooh. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors that want to come give a message to Yusai about what you feel like it is your plan for Yusai's relationship with Robert? Is Robert the Taurus or are you the Taurus, Yusai? He is, okay. Let's see. For spirit, is there any spirit guides, ancestors that want to come give a message, or the universe wants to come give a message to Yusai about their relationship with Robert? Ooh, the Hierophant. In the light, so that is some good energy. The Six of Pentacles. With the Hierophant, I really feel like Robert may be like a new person for you in this lifetime, but I feel like Spirit, whoever's out there looking out for you, wants you and Robert to turn into like some sort of spiritual connection. Just with the Hierophant, it's like the two of you are learning to be more of a spiritual connection together, and I feel like you're both learning that together. You do have the Six of Pentacles in the light as well, so I do feel like Spirit, and I feel like the two of you together, or at least Robert does feel like the two of you connect well together, and there's an equal balance between the two of you as well, which is really good in a relationship. There's a Chariot, so you're both moving forward in a positive light, and you do have the Lovers. So I feel like whatever the connection is between the two of you, it's kind of important for you two to try to embrace it, try to learn whenever you need to learn from this connection. I don't know if it's like a long-term connection or if it's just something that the two of you need to learn together to move on. It may end up being like a spiritual connection, you know, with the Hierophant coming out first and in the light, and, you know, wanting to watch over you and making sure that you two connect together. But that is what I got. He is not in your physical life yet? Oh. Did I see union in this lifetime? Yes, I do. I do. It does feel like the two of you will connect, if not in this lifetime, definitely in the next one, because, you know, the Hierophant, it's like the Hierophant is trying to get you to connect together in a spiritual way. And then you have the Six of Pentacles, so that you do balance each other out equally. And with the Chariot, you're both on that, you know, that spiritual path. There's going to be some obstacles, but I feel like you're going to be able to overcome them. Then it ends with the Lovers, so I feel like the end goal here is for the two of you to be lovers, or some sort of real close spiritual love connection. He is a public person in this lifetime? Awesome. The tarot reader says he's your twin flame? Awesome, that's possible, yeah. It's looking like the two of you do have a connection. Maybe it is from a past life, but I feel like it's a new connection. But, you know, maybe it was too new in the last one, you didn't get to finish what you were meant to do. So it is new again. Hi Bernard, how are you? I have to make my phone stop making noise. Hi Marta! Diamond! Let's see, what's for Diamond? Any love relationship coming for Diamond Sun? Any love relationship coming for Diamond Sun? Is there any love relationship coming for Diamond Sun? Is there any love relationship coming for Diamond Sun? there any love relationship coming for Diamond Sun? Ooh, this one wanted to jump right out. I don't know which way it's supposed to be. Is there any love relationship coming soon for Diamond Sun? Is there any love relationship coming soon for Diamond Sun? I feel like it's kind of like in the universe's works somewhere. I'm not sure when it's coming, but there is a High Priestess, so I do feel like your sun is in the right mindset, their intuition is on point. Maybe this full moon gave your son that boost of intuition and clarity and sense of self, what they needed, because you have the High Priestess here and the moon here. So I do feel there is some sort of magic brewing here. The Temperance is still in the dark, so they may not be quite perfectly with their alignment, you know, with their mindset and their heart, but I do feel like it's getting there, you know, it's getting there. They may be overly trusting their intuition right now and not paying enough attention to their mindset, but I feel like once it evens out, then, you know, the magician will make his magic happen. You know, that determination and that confidence to brew up some relationship or some romance, but I feel like your son is on the right path to get there. Oh, you're welcome, Diamond. Christine, general reading for the next 2 weeks. What does Christine need to know for the next 2 weeks? What does Christine need to know for the next 2 weeks? Let's see, the first week. We'll do the first week. What is the first week going to look like for Christine? Oh, yeah. What is the second week going to look like for Christine? What is the second week going to look like for Christine? Oh, man. I feel like it might be a little bit of a rough spell, but let's see. You do have the Page of Pentacles in the dark. So I do feel like you might be getting some unexpected or unpleasant news about something, or I don't know if it's about a work situation or a financial situation or just something that you weren't expecting. I don't know, but you do have the Nine of Pentacles, so I feel like whatever this situation is, you are going to figure it out because you do have the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like you're going to be able to deal with it. You know, you're going to be able to have that self-sufficiency and figuring things out. You may have to pursue some personal things in order to make that happen for you successfully, but I do feel like if you stick to your independence, you know, try to do things on your own without relying on other resources to help you, I feel like you will just be able to figure that out for the first week. Not quite sure what that is about. For the second week, you do have the Six of Cups in the dark. So I do feel a sense of you either leaving something behind you in the past and being able to look forward, but I feel like in order to look forward, you're going to have to like embrace some of your youthfulness, you know, making time for yourself, making time for, you know, some fun things that you like to do. You do have the Nine of Cups in the dark too. So I do like the Nine of Pentacles and Nine of Cups in the dark. So I feel like whatever this is, to make sure that you tie up all those loose ends so it's not trickling into your second week. Because I feel like if it take too long to make that whatever decision this is, you know, it may last longer than you want it to. Yeah, I can clarify that quickly. What exactly is the Nine of Cups in the dark saying? What is the Nine of Cups saying? I don't know if it's like a relationship situation, like arguing about some sort of financial thing, or, you know, the High Priestess. So it's in the dark, so I feel like it's important for you to trust your intuition, because I feel like this energy will come if you don't trust your intuition. That's what I got. I don't know. Hi, Mr. Morris. How are you? You sent to PayPal? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that so much, Mr. Morris. Moonbeam will set you up soon. Also, if you guys do what FG did, the exclamation mark card, Nightbot will give you a 1-card tarot reading. Mr. Morris, thank you. What do the cards see coming towards me in the current job, financial, and in general? Okay, ooh. So, what do the cards see coming towards Morris in their current job? Let's see. What does the universe or spirits or anyone that wants to give the message to Mr. Morris? What is going on in their current job? We can do one question at a time. What is going on in Morris's current job? Hi, Miss Moonlight. How are you? What is going on in Mr. Morris's finances in general? What's going on in Mr. Morris's finances in general? What's going on in Mr. Morris's finances in general? Ooh, that one ran away. We'll take it anyways. What is going on in Mr. Morris's finances? What's going on in Mr. Morris's finances? What's going on in Mr. Morris's finances? Let's see. So for the job situation, you do have the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like you're going to be receiving some good news or some sort of positive energy in your workplace really soon. The Page of Pentacles, I also feel this energy of you being or feeling a little bit more ambitious or a little bit more devoted to your work coming up soon. You also have the Nine of Pentacles though, so I don't know if it's just about this boost of energy may not be going too quickly and feels like it's going so slow, it's going backwards kind of energy. But I do feel like if you see, like, change your perspective a little bit, you may, if you step back and look at all the work that you've done and all the progress you've done in the workplace, you will see things a little differently. And we'll clarify on that though. Let's see, what is going on exactly in the workforce? What kind of good news is Mr. Morris going to get? What kind of positive news will Mr. Morris get? What kind of positive news will Mr. Morris get at work? The Devil in the Dark. So I feel like you're going to have some more freedom. I feel like you're going to be less tied down. So I don't know if they're going to offer you like some sort of more money to have a vacation kind of thing coming through. But let's see what their finances is. With the Eight of Wands being in the dark, in the light, I don't know why I want to say in the dark. Eight of Wands is that rush of energy, that rush of focus in something coming out that is better, like I don't know what kind of work you're doing, but the Six of Cups is in the dark, so I feel like something from your past may be coming back, but it may come in a positive way because you have the Queen of Wands. What is this positive energy coming for Mr. Morris's finances? What is this positive energy coming from Mr. Morris's finances? What is this positive energy coming from Mr. Morris's finances? The Eight of Wands. The Hermit. So I feel like you're going to be able to get out more, go out and socialize more. So I don't know if this is like a raise or what's happening with your work situation, but I feel like you're going to get something good is coming for you in your work and your financial situation. The Eight of Wands? Yeah. I don't know if it's about you taking action, like asking for a promotion, or not. I don't know what kind of work you do, but I know when I worked before somewhere, if you wanted like a promotion or you wanted something like that, you had to like sign your name on this paper board thingy. I don't know if that's how it works over there where you are, but I'm just kind of like explaining about how you would take action towards making this happen for you. There's a Queen of Wands, she does have a hot, fiery energy, but I feel like, I don't know if this is representing a female in your life that's trying to help you or guide you in some sort of way, but I feel like there's kind of like this is kind of like a business energy that's trying to come through, work energy. So I do feel like whatever is going to improve your finances will come from your work. But that is what I want. FG, you're really suspicious? Oh no. Thank you. You're welcome, Mr. Morris. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate that so much. Hello. What does my spirit team want me to know for the rest of the month? Like anything important. Okay, let's see. Is there any important things that spirit guides, or ancestors want to tell hello? Is there any spirit guides, or ancestors that want to come and give hello a message about important things that are happening for the rest of the month? What important things does hello need to know for the rest of the month? What important things does hello need to know for the rest of the month? Let's see. The moon. Some things are still a mystery. Oh man, what is this cups? I do feel like something from your past is going to come back between now and the end of the month. With the moon and the 6 of cups, I don't know if this person, if you're aware of this person, but I feel like you're not, because I feel like this person may appear suddenly, like an illusion, like, oh my gosh, where did this person or whatever this energy is, it could be a situation or a person, from your past that may come back. I feel like whatever that is for you, you're going to have a difficult decision on how to go about doing it. So I don't know if it's about you accepting this person back into your life, or the situation, and starting something new with them, or letting them go and starting something new on your own without them. But we can clarify on that a little bit. What is going on with the 6 of Cups energy? The Empress. So I feel like with the Empress, maybe this old person is like a friend. I don't feel like it's like a romantic situation. Maybe a friend. They may come and need your help for something. I don't know if you want to reopen that, or it could be some other situation that you thought you've taken care of and you've forgotten about it and you moved on from that. And if that's the case, that is fine too. Just, decide that you're not going to be stuck in the middle of whatever that is, and move forward. I do feel like this may bring up some deep, dark emotions within yourself that you may not want to face anyways. But I do feel like this person does come with good intentions. I feel like there is a potential of you starting whatever that was again, if that's something you choose to do. Again, this may not exactly be a person, it could be a situation, but that is what I got. I can pull a Moonology card to see what the moon is actually saying. What is the moon saying about hello? What is the moon saying about hello? Believe in the impossible. So maybe that is something that you did not want to come back into your life. This luck is on your side, though. The person on your mind is a rare find. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. And this is a blue moon, and we did just have a blue moon as well. So, yesterday. Oh, man. That's what I got. Good night, FG. I didn't get to do your fairy reading. Oh man. Sorry about that, FG. Dr. Fizza, spirit messages. Spirit messages for Dr. Fizza. Spirit messages for Dr. Fizza. Nightbot won't let you in? Oh man. Moonbeam, you have to have a good talking to Nightbot to let FG in. Is there any messages from spirit guides, or ancestors who want to give Dr. Fizza a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors who want to give Dr. Fizza a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors who want to give Dr. Fizza a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors who want to give Dr. Fizza a message? The 9 of Cups is in the dark. I do feel like there's an energy of some sort of unrealistic wants about some sort of dreams or desires is trying to come through. And I feel like it's not so much that they're unrealistic, or I just kind of feel like maybe it's just not the right timing for it to be like currently now. I feel like the spirit wants you to not give hope on that. Just hang on to it for a little bit longer, to see what happens before you let go of it completely. There is the Queen of Wands in the light, so I do feel like this is your energy, someone who is very passionate, affectionate, and talented. I feel like the spirits do see that, and they do want you to use your talents to make some of this magic happen. I don't know if it's just about gaining that self-confidence that you can pull this off, or whatever this energy is trying to come through for you. For the Seven of Wands, I do think it is going to take some challenges and maybe even some competition with whatever this is to fulfill those dreams and desires. You do have the Four of Swords as well. So I do feel like you just putting on pause for now, but don't forget about it forever, kind of thing. Like, just hang on to it, maybe put in your back pocket for a little bit, and I feel like the right timing will come up soon. Maybe just not now, but I feel like it will come up again soon for you. That is what I got. Thank you so much, Diamond, for the donation. Diamond, thank you. What things are coming Diamond's way in the next few months? Let's see. What good things are coming Diamond's way in the next few months? Let's see. We get some good things that are coming for Diamond in the next few months. What good things are coming for Diamond in the next few months? Ooh. With the Nine of Swords, I do feel this energy of you like facing your fears and overcoming some anxieties and worries and things like that. I feel like they may come, you may be tested in that area with, things that may trigger some anxiety or stresses or worries, or, that sort of emotions may be brewing around you, but I feel like you're going to learn things from that. So I feel like that can be a positive thing to learn and grow. I feel like you are going through some sort of transformation stage right now and growth. You do have the Star in the Dark too, so I feel it's like not about making sure you're not losing hope, you're not losing faith, you're believing in yourself. You're having that confidence in yourself that you're doing the right thing, you're on the right path. There is a Three of Wands here, so I feel like you're going to be able to have that vision in the next few months of what exactly your future is going to look like. I feel like you're going to get some clarity on that. There is a Sun, so there's going to be some positivity, some opportunities, some fun energy, some fun good times coming your way for you as well. I feel like those are all some good things. That is what I got for you. I can pull a fairy card for you, Diamond. Oh, I was going to pull a fairy card for Diamond. I can pull a fairy card for you at the end if you're still around, Diamond. Windy City. General reading for Windy City. General reading for Windy City. Let's see. What does Windy City need to know? 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 Ooh. For the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Wands is in the dark. So I do feel like there's a sense of maybe you standing up for yourself, or like, saying what you need to say and just get it off your chest. Just like standing up for yourself, being confident for yourself. I feel like that energy is really coming through, especially with the Emperor. So I don't know if this is the person that you're going to stand up to. Like, I don't know if it's someone who's like your boss or someone. I just feel like it's someone who feels like they're in control. So I feel like it's more like a work situation, especially with the Four of Wands. Yeah, with the Wand Fire card's energy, I feel like there might be some sort of conflict or some sort of energy where, someone thinks they're right and you think you're right. But I feel like if you stand your ground, then, the other person will back off. There is the Four of Wands and a light. So I do think you're going to have that sense of satisfaction with you standing up for yourself, not letting this Emperor take control of whatever it is, whatever they feel like they are in charge of, or whatever thing that they're trying to, rattle you about I feel like if you stand your ground, you will have that satisfaction that, you know, things are just on your side. I don't know if you're trying to harvest some sort of resources from this person and they're kind of like giving you a hard time about it. But I feel like you will win in the end. You do have the Seven of Cups, so I do feel like the outcome may be becoming a little confused. Like I feel there might be some confusion, but I feel like whatever your visions are, making sure that you are explaining yourself clearly and you do have, you know, the evidence to back up what you're saying to not cause any confusion of whatever the situation is. But that is the energy that the cards want you to know. My phone will turn off. Sorry about that. Dream. What's the Cancer's feelings and intentions with RN? What are the Cancer's feelings and intentions with RN? Let's see. What are the Cancer's feelings and intentions with me? Oh, right now. Sorry, I was totally reading that wrong. I got you now, Dream. What are the Cancer's feelings and intentions right now for Dream? What are the Cancer's feelings and intentions right now for Dream? What are the Cancer's intentions and feelings for Dream right now? What are the Cancer's intentions and feelings for Dream right now? Oh, those are just from the last time. What are the Cancer's feelings and intentions for Dream right now? For the Hierophant in the dark. I do feel they kind of like lost hope in something. I don't know if they're just kind of like being in a moody state or just feeling a little crabby about something. Because I feel like with the Hierophant in the dark, it's kind of like they're just kind of like wanting to nurture themselves or just be like stick to themselves right now. And yeah, I don't know. I just feel like they're being really stubborn about something. There is a Seven of Wands in the light, so I don't know if they feel like they don't want to defend themselves or they feel like they need to for whatever the situation is. Six of Pentacles. I feel like overall they do feel like there's an even give and take between the two of you, but I feel like they're confused or worried or I don't know if they've misunderstood something from you. I just feel like whatever that is kind of like heavy on their heart right now. Let's see. What does the Fae have to say about the Cancer? What does the Fae have to say about this Cancer's feelings towards Dream? What does the Fae have to say about this Cancer's feelings and intentions towards Dream? Introspection. It does say that they want to be alone right now. It says, be prepared as you'll soon receive a visit from the Faerie of Introspection. Comes dusk and dawn, she can call at any time. I feel like she's just kind of validating that the Cancer is just kind of like struggling with something internally right now. I know sometimes Cancers don't like to express their feelings and they're kind of like just bottling it up right now. But that is what I got. I'm not sure how that affects you, but I feel like they're not really setting any intentions right now either. What are Sag's current feelings towards me? Nikosi? Is that how you say your name? Nikosi. So, what are the Sag's current feelings towards Nikosi? What are the Sagittarius' current feelings towards Nikosi? What are the Sagittarius' current feelings towards Nikosi? What are the current feelings and intentions, or what are the current feelings of Sagittarius towards Nikosi, the Sagittarius? Seven of Pentacles. King of Cups. Huh. There's some good feelings here. You do have the Seven of Pentacles in the light. So I do feel like the Sagittarius does see that there is a long-term connection with you. I feel like they can see like the two of you for a long time together. I don't know if they've expressed that to you or if it's just something they're thinking about or something that's heavy on their mind. I feel like they're also kind of like assessing the progress the two of you have made, and kind of like, I feel like the Sagittarius is kind of like making a calculated, you know how things have gone so far, and they can like visualize how this is going in the future. But I do feel like the Sagittarius is feeling like the King of Cups in the dark, where they're holding back on their emotions. They may act a little cold against you just because they're kind of like testing things out to see how you would react. Maybe I don't know what that situation is or why they would do that, but I feel like it's just about them wanting to have that clarity, and like, it feels like they're calculating all their moves and the progress the two of you have made already. The Two of Wands is in the light, so I feel like they're trying to make some future plans and trying to make some decisions about what they want their future to look like. I feel like that's really important for the Sagittarius right now. But overall, there is a Two of Cups, so there is a love, there is a connection, there is romance, or they feel like there could be if there is not already. Yeah, that's just the characteristics of a Sagittarius. It's not their fault. It's the curse that they were born with under the stars. Every zodiac sign has their blessings and their curses. And that's just one of the Sagittarius's things that they have. Yeah, but it's not kind of like, if you can embrace that, I feel like they can be, Sagittarius can be loving, they can be funny, they can be, a lot of other good things too besides that. You're welcome. Will my partner chat start putting efforts for me? Will he contact emotionally? No, in contact. So you are in contact? Will he contact emotionally? Let's see. Samri? I'm so sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I'm horrible at saying names. So will chat start putting efforts into their connection, and will they contact emotionally? Will the partner chat start putting efforts into their relationship, and will they contact emotionally? Let's see. Will they contact emotionally? Will they contact emotionally? The Three of Pentacles. For Three of Pentacles, I do feel like chat feels like the two of you do work well together. They do feel like there's that equal give and take, that they collaborate well, you're cooperative together. I feel like they are thinking about implementing some sort of action towards you as well. But I feel like this chat person is more intellectual. They don't really pay a lot of attention to their feelings. I feel like everything is like in their thought process. The Seven of Cups is in the dark. They're not really in tune with their emotions and their feelings. Not that it's a bad thing, it's just they're kind of more stuck in their head than in their heart. And I do feel they're kind of like confused about some sort of thing, or worried that they're misunderstanding some sort of situation or something other. I don't know. There is a Nine of Swords as well. So I do feel like they're having some sort of inner turmoil about themselves. I feel like they're worried about something, and I feel like they want some clarity from you, but they don't want to ask for it. They don't want to admit that they need some help understanding something between the two of you. So I don't know if that is what is stopping them from expressing themselves emotionally towards you, because I feel like that's not something they do in general, and they don't know how about doing it. There is a Knight of Swords in the dark as well. So I really feel like they're having some sort of inner conflict within themselves about how to move forward. Yeah. We can clarify. Let's clarify what is this energy? What is this energy with this chit chat person? Are they gonna put any efforts? I feel like with the Three of Pentacles though, they are gonna put some efforts in. I feel like they're kind of like trying to figure out what exactly their next moves and actions are towards you and how they're gonna go about doing it. But I feel like first they need to clarify what this is. What is going on with the Seven of Cups and the Nine of Swords and the Knight of Swords in the dark? Eight of Swords. So I do feel they're kind of like self-imposing themselves. They have like these restrictions or this mindset that something is something, but they know that it's not, and they're kind of struggling with figuring that out. Not quite sure what that is. Maybe just give the partner some more time and let them figure out what is what. Because I feel like they do have a lot. They do see a good connection between the two of you. And I feel like they do want to work things out. Hi, Style! If you're right, exclamation mark to join with no space in between and a question, Nightbot will add you to the list. Nightbot is not a real person, human, or anything. It's just a robot that keeps track of the list for me. If the list is full, you can try to join the list again after a few more readings have gone through. I guess the list is going to be full for 20 minutes, but if you wait a little bit, it may be less than that if I go quicker. Moonbeam can help you out. What did Jay wanted to tell me about the condo council and mismanagement? What did Jay want to tell Tammy about the condo council and mismanagement? What did Jay want to tell? Let's see. What did Jay want to tell Tammy about the condo council? Oh man. For the Empress, being in the dark, I do feel like Jay, I do feel like whatever Jay wanted to tell you is kind of like basically on their own feelings about what's going on. I don't think they have any true facts or proof or anything that's on their mind. I feel like it's more about what they feel than anything. Maybe they just wanted to get something off their chest to somebody about something. But you do have the Empress in the dark, so I do feel like they're kind of like unable to like visualize whatever the condo council is trying to plan or prepare or whatever. And because they can't see it or visualize it, you know, I feel like that is causing them some sort of inner turmoil about they're not doing their job, even though, you know, maybe they are. Like, I don't know the situation. I'm just saying what the Empress is like. They're kind of like thinking that they can't see what it is. There is the Page of Wands in the dark, and that kind of like backs it up too. You know, usually the Page of Wands has these big ideas, you know, and I feel like the J does have ideas too, but if they're realistic or not, you know, that's kind of iffy because the Page of Wands is in the dark. For the Page of Cups in the light, I do feel they did want to communicate their feelings and get that off their chests, and, you know, just hear someone else complain about them with them kind of thing, you know. There is the Ace of Pentacles, so I feel like whatever it was, it's not going to start anything. It's not going to go anywhere. I feel like it's just them lacking the vision. I feel like that is their problem, and they want other people to share their vision. But that is what I got. Silent Mama, when I do more readings, the space will open up again. Right now it's kind of full, but if you wait a little bit and try to join the list again by writing exclamation mark or join in a few minutes, the list will probably open up again. Moonbeam also left you a message. But you will see it at the top here where it says content with your question. For content, will I receive a new job offer this week? Will content receive a new job offer this week? That sounds so exciting. Will content receive a job offer this week? Will content receive a job offer this week? The Two of Swords. I feel like the Two of Swords, you are going to have a decision to make. So I do feel there's going to be some sort of offer where you're going to have to decide. Maybe even two offers. And you're going to have to decide which ones you're going to pick. Kind of thing. Because I feel like whatever this decision is, like think about yourself and what one would make you the most happy. Rather than which one is the right thing to do. And then you feel like you're unhappy again in whatever this job situation would be for you. There is the Page of Swords in the dark. So I don't know if it's about you contacting them again. Say, hey, you know, I applied for this job. I'm just wondering, you know, if there's a position available or whatever. Because the Page of Swords, I feel like they're not going to contact you. But if they are open, if you contact them again. There is the Four of Cups in the light. So I do feel like just they're going to be going through an adjustment period. And I feel like you're going to be waiting. So I don't know how soon this is going to come together for you. So it might not be this week. It may be next week. You do have the Four of Swords as well. You have the Four of Cups and the Four of Swords. So I do feel there's going to be some waiting regarding this job offer thing that's coming for you. You know, the Four of Swords is in the light. So I feel like there's an energy about being optimistic and like again, I feel like the Four of Swords is again, it's kind of like confirming the Two of Swords. Like, weigh your options really carefully. Make this careful decision. Yeah. That is what I got. I feel like you're playing the waiting game, and that's kind of like an unpleasant thing. We can just clarify. What is the Page of Swords telling us? What is the Page of Swords in the dark telling us about content's job offer? The Nine of Swords. Oh man, I feel like it's going to be a tough decision. But you know, the Nine of Swords is kind of like trust your suspicions, trust your instincts, trust your intuition. Don't lose sight of that. I do feel there's going to be some struggles. Yeah. That is what I got. I wish there was better news for you, but I think it's going to take longer than this week. Oops. I lost all my cards again. Hi, Alice. I can use different cards because I don't know if I have them all. I might be missing some that you need. We will go with these ones. For Alice, David's thoughts and feelings about Alice. What are David's thoughts and feelings for Alice? What are David's thoughts about... Oops! I'm losing them all again. Like, holy... They're just all giving me a hard time. I guess this one doesn't want to be used either. What are David's thoughts and feelings for Alice? What? Okay, that one wanted to come out. We found a deck that works for you, Alice. We're gonna have to call this a Diamond and the Alice card deck now. David's feelings for Alice. What are David's feelings for Alice? What are David's feelings for Alice? Thank you. Why does David not text Alice? Why does David not text Alice? Will David text Alice soon? Will David text Alice soon? Oh man. You do have the Eight of Wands, so I do feel like their thoughts is that they want to take action towards you. So it says, light a fire underneath your cauldron and go, go, go. I do feel like there's some sort of hot, fiery, passionate energy coming through with the Eight of Wands. You know, they want to take action. They want to, you know, have that excitement, all that fun energy. But at the same time, they are thinking, they're overthinking. Like, they're all in their head thinking way too much about it. And this one says, we all get a little bit carried away with our worry sometimes. So I feel like that is exactly what David is doing with their feelings. I feel there's just some sort of things that are like going on with David. You know, with the Nine of Swords in the dark, just feel the sense of them kind of like, I don't know if it's like them releasing some worry or they're trying to cope with something, recovering from something. Yeah. I feel like they're not in the best mindset right now. You do have the World in the dark, so I feel like, you know, the World is a yes card, but is in the dark. So it may take some more time for David to contact you. And when we asked if they would contact you, it's no. So I feel like not now, but you know, it is in the yes card, so maybe it'll take more time for them to overcome whatever this energy is. That's what I got. Ariana, why don't things tend to usually go as planned for me? So for Ariana, why do things not usually go as planned for Ariana? Why do things not go as planned for Ariana? Why are things not going as planned for Ariana? Why are things not going as planned for Ariana? Excuse me. For the High Priestess in the light, I feel like your intuition is pretty good. I mean, it looks like your alignment is good, your intuition is good. But, you know, the Empress is also about making sure that you're being completely honest with yourself, being realistic with yourself, and connecting those things as well. The High Priestess, I also feel like there's an energy about you learning to keep calm and not rush into things as well. Excuse me. For the Two of Wands, I do feel like there's an energy of future planning. Like maybe you need to plan things more in advance. Excuse me. To make them work out. There is a Ten of Swords in the dark as well. So I do feel like there's an energy of the Ten of Wands, you know, does represent that plans can be ruined, things are not going your way, you're releasing some stresses and anxiety. Yeah. I feel like that's just kind of like stating the obvious right there instead of giving you some insight. The Five of Swords is also in the dark. So I do feel like letting go of so many past regrets or past resentments may give you some more positive light. So I just feel this sense of compromising more a little bit, being a little bit more flexible, planning ahead a little bit more, and being completely honest and realistic with your plans, I feel like will make things turn around for you. But that is what I got. Is Hasena posting and going to places near me to get my attention? How does he feel about me? Does he miss me and regret me? For Jasmine. How does Hassani feel towards Jasmine? How does Hassan feel towards Jasmine? How do they think and feel about Jasmine? How do they think and feel towards Jasmine? How do they think and feel towards Jasmine? For the Four of Wands, the Four of Wands is in the light. So I do feel they feel good about you. The Four of Wands is like that happiness, that celebration type feeling. They want to party because they're so happy being with you. This card even says, family is whoever makes you feel the most safe and comfortable being you. So I do feel like they do feel like you feel like family to them. There is the moon, so I feel like they still feel or think of you as a mystery. They're still trying to figure things out with you. So I do feel like they do miss you, right? You're asking if they miss you. So I do feel like they do miss you. They do regret being with you. But the Two of Pentacles, I feel like they're not going to make that decision. I do feel like even though they miss you and you do feel like family to them, they're not going to make that decision to go back to you either. They're just kind of like, you know, life gets chaotic, like this card says. Find a way to get around and balance it. So I don't know if they feel like you're a little bit chaotic for them right now, and they are just kind of like playing things out to see where it goes. There is a King of Swords in the dark, so I feel like that is their energy. So I feel like they're kind of like trying to figure out what's most important to them and what's not, and they're kind of like being indecisive about that. I feel like they may be carrying a grudge towards you about something they're struggling to let go of as well, not just missing you. But that's what I got. Me, what does D have in mind next for us? What does D have in mind next for me? What does D have in mind next for D? What does D have in mind for me? Oh man. I feel like with the Six of Swords being in the dark, oh man, I don't know where my phone was at. For the Six of Swords, I do feel like it's an energy of them feeling a little bit unsure about how to move forward. With the Three of Swords in the dark too, I feel like they kind of like not feeling confident in the relationship between the two of you. I do feel like they do think of you as the Queen of Cups. You know, someone who's very emotionally supportive and caring, compassionate, and all that fun energy. But with the Four of Pentacles as well, I feel like they're kind of like feeling a little out of place or something. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles being in the dark, I just feel the sense of, yeah, Four of Pentacles in the dark. I just feel the sense of them feeling vulnerable, and I don't know if they're like afraid to lose something. We'll clarify on what this energy is. How does Dave feel towards May? Is it May? May? Okay. How do they feel towards May? The Ten of Cups. For the Ten of Cups, I do feel they do feel connected to you, but I feel like they don't have anything in mind for what's next right now, because I feel like they're kind of like struggling with having that vision. Yeah. You know, the Eight of Swords, they're just struggling. They're like self-limiting themselves, or having that inner critic. There's like their negativities within themselves, and I don't know if that is affecting their energy, but I feel like it is affecting them to see what is coming next between the two of you. That is what I got. BB, fairy reading, yay! So first we're going to see, oops. Who is your fairy? Who is your fairy guide? Or what does your fairy guide want BB to know? What does the fairy guide want BB to know? What does the fairy guide want BB to know? What is BB's fairy power? What is BB's fairy power? How can BB embrace themselves as a fairy witch? How can BB embrace themselves as a fairy witch or someone who communicates with the Fae? What does the Fae want BB to know? What does the Fae want BB to know? What does the fairies in general want BB to know? Alright, so for this one, it does say, this one, so your fairy guide is a singer of healing. So that is your fairy guide. Your fairy guide helps you with healing of your body, mind, and spirit. And it does say that the song of healing is everywhere, like other aspects of great songs, unless it's without its limits. It says healing can seem so complex as we dig our way through our blocks and resistance for the old stuff still lingering. So I guess your spirit guide is helping you helping you heal your body, mind, and soul, and it's helping you let go of things that are so lingering. And this one is your power. Your power is that you can ask for help. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone, and the fairies say now is your time for you to ask an angelic assistance. So the fairies are saying, do not ask the Fae for help, but ask directly to the angels. You know, I've been learning that working with the Fae, that the Fae do work with the angels. So you just skip over the Fae and you ask directly to the angels, and they will help you. Your fairy guide seems to be helping you as well. This one is, how do you embrace yourself as a fairy? It says, look in a book. Whatever your question right now, you will find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring you insights to you seek. I don't know if you played that game when you were a teenager, but when you go in a library, you grab any random book and you open it up and you read the first line. I don't know if it's something that you've done, but I don't know, as a kid we did that. It just reminds me of that, just going somewhere, even if you go to a bookstore, just grab any random book, read the first line that you see, and maybe it will give you that insight on how to embrace yourself with communicating with the Fae and the angels and that spirit type of world. And this is what the fairies want you to know. Temptations. You are in denial about an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that makes you feel guilty. This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptations. Whatever is, guys. That is what I got. Empress. Positive messages from my angel spirit guides to motivate me. Yes. I'll see if there's any. Is there any fairy guides that want to come give Empress Queen a positive message? We want a fairy guide. Who is Empress Queen's fairy guide? Who is Empress Queen's fairy's guide? Who is Empress Queen's fairy guide? Who is Empress Queen's fairy guide? What is Empress Queen? Okay, what messages does the spirits, angels, or Fae have for Empress Queen? What messages does the Fae, spirits, spirit guides have for Empress Queen? Is there any messages for Empress Queen that are uplifting? Alright, so your fairy guide is the Gio the Sloon. That is your fairy guide. What a weird name. Anyways, she does help you with cycles of time, slowness, waiting, and patience. She says to slow down, sit back in your chair, and think a little while you're going so fast. Are you metaphorically trying to push the river? What kind of stresses are you creating by hurrying? This is a long process that can't be rushed. A need for slowing down and steady to maintain as long as needed is what your fairy guide is telling you. And this is from the spirits of Fae, and whoever wants to send you a message. It says protections. The fairies of protections are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light, persistence, psychic protections before embarking upon a spiritual work. So I feel like they are doing their work. They're trying to make things happen for you the best that they can. Then there is wisdom. Have you ever been told that you are wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. So I do feel like there are spirits trying to help you. Music. Listen carefully to others. Maybe listening. I read that wrong. Listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. So there might be, maybe the fairies are trying to give you messages in the music that you're listening to. Music can lift your soul and rekindle memories and charm fairies to your door. That is what I got. So you are being guided. There's a lot of message here that you are being guided by the fairies and the spirit world and all those beings. Dragonfly! A fairy reading. Yes, I could do a fairy reading. Who is Dragonfly's fairy guide? 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 What is Dragonfly's fairy power? What is Dragonfly's fairy power? What is Dragonfly's fairy's power? How can Dragonfly embrace themselves as a fairy witch or someone who connects with a fairy? How can Dragonfly embrace themselves as someone who connects with the fairies? What does the fairies want Dragonfly to know? What does the fairies want Dragonfly to know? Ooh. So your fairy guide is the fae who has kissed by the pixies. So your fairy guide is someone who has been kissed by the fairies and the pixies. So they're not actually a fairy. In the picture they kind of look like a lion, but I don't know. It says, a love given, a love received. Metaphorically open your heart. It does say that love, your fairy guides want you to know that love, sweet love, accept it, burnish it up, and add to it, and pass it on. So I guess if you feel love, if anyone is nice to you and kind to you, they want you to take it when you're done with it, to burn it and pass it on. Metaphorically, not really, but giving and receiving love, intimacy in any of its wide variety of relationships. Time to open up your heart and heal your hearts and hearts of others. And this one is your fairy power. Light. The fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation, and to remind you that light can be penetrated in the darkness. So sometimes you gotta face the darkness in order to see the light, and I feel like that is your power, that you are able to do that by seeing the positive out of dark situations. And this one is how to embrace yourself as someone who can connect with a fae. It says inspiration. Be prepared, as you will soon receive a visit from a fairy of introspection. Come dusk and dawn, she can call any time. So a fairy is coming towards you. They say, attracting a fae is very similar to attracting a crow. Leave little sweet treats out, let anything shiny. And if you have one in your home, when sometimes you put something somewhere, for sure you put it there, you go back for it and it's gone, and you can't find it anywhere. Then all of a sudden you go back to it and it's right there, like it wasn't missing at all, and then you feel silly. That's a fae trying to let you know that they're there. And then this one is what the fae want you to know. It says flourish. The lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas in your life. for those and others. So if there's any areas you're unclear of, you know, shine some of your light on there. It will help you through. If you wait a little bit, the free list will open up again. Spiritual love. Hi. True feelings for spiritual love. Abdullah Mans? Hopefully I'm saying that right. What are their true feelings for spirit love? 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 Ooh. Huh. With the Ten of Cups, you know, the Ten of Cups is that happy family card, right? So I do feel like they can be committed towards you. I feel like they do see like a future with you. But with the Ten of Wands, I feel like, I don't know if they feel like they have a lot of responsibility, or they come with a lot of, you know, a lot of burdens and stuff, and they're not sure that how you're gonna take to it, or if they feel like the two of you together would have like a lot on your plate, or a lot on your shoulders coming together. The Page of Pentacles, I feel like they don't really want to talk about work and finances and that kind of thing right now, but I feel like whatever this financial situation is really heavy on their shoulders, and that maybe was blocking them from truly expressing their feelings towards you, because I do feel like they do have that Ten of Cups energy, and it came up first. So I do feel like they do have that divine love and harmony with you, and that connection with you, that romance, you know? There's the Ace of Wands. I feel like they want to start the next phase of whatever your relationship is, but they're hesitant. They're kind of like, you know, trying to find ideas, but they're kind of like lost in direction, because I feel like whatever weight is on their shoulders right now is kind of like holding them back from taking action towards you and fully expressing their true feelings for you and their ideas. I feel like they will come around though, but that is what I got. Ellen! Fairy reading! Yes, fairy reading! For Ellen. Who is Ellen? Oops, this one was the wrong way. Just gonna fix the cards so they're all the right way. Who is Ellen's fairy guide? 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 What is Ellen's fairy power? What is Ellen's fairy power? How to embrace the fairy energy for Ellen. How can Ellen embrace the fairy energy? How can Ellen embrace the fairy energy? What does the fairy want Ellen to know? What does the fairy want Ellen to know? You do have, so your fairy guide is Tobera of Waters. She helps you with emotion, serenity, meditation, and gracefully accepting change. She says we have important choices to make about how we meet those changes and where we let them take us. Towards the calm, flaming purity of the fairy waters, or the boiling cauldron of hot temper and steamy emotions, the choice is obvious. So that's what your fairy guide wants you to know. And this is your fairy power. Magical gateway. So maybe you can open portals for fairies and let them through. They say to open a portal for a fairy is to plant like, or have what's it called? Sage, basil, no, not sage. You can have sage too, but basil, oregano, and dill, and parsley. That's what I want to say. For the Magical Gateway, it says it takes courage to trust a venture and into the unknown. Yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward and don't look back. So they want you to open the portal, but don't look in, don't look back. I guess that's going to bring you some fairy energy of some sorts. And this one is how to embrace the fairy energy. It says life's energy. Be happy, fairy of sunshine beings. Lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. So your energy is being able to heal things that may be lurking in your shadows. And then what the fairies want you to know is to ask for help. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone, and the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for the angels' assistance. It is what I got. And hi. Would Raven be okay with me donating to get 1 hour reading on my twin flame journey? I hope I'm not requesting too much from her. Let's see. Would Raven be okay with donating to get a 1 hour tarot reading on the twin flame journey? Let's see, would the Raven be okay with this and donating to get a 1 hour reading on a twin flame journey? Let's see. Would Raven be okay with and donating to get a 1 hour reading on a twin flame journey? Let's see. Could we get the energy of Raven? Could we get the energy of Raven? Would Raven be okay to do a 1 hour reading for N? The Ace of Pentacles is in the dark. For the Ace of Pentacles in the dark, I don't know if it's just about the Raven's timing. I feel like when they have time, they will be open for it, but I feel like it will be a little delayed about the timing aspect. I don't know if they're busy or what's going on with the timing. Just because it's the Ace of Pentacles in the dark, you do have the Seven of Pentacles in the light, so I do feel like if you have patience and wait for the reading, I feel like they can make that available towards you. There's the Empress, so I feel like they're very creative and in tune with what they do. So I do think you'll get good results. The Six of Swords is in the dark though, so I'm not quite sure how this affects with anything. I feel like the end results may not be exactly what you're hoping or expecting out of this reading. I don't know. I just feel like with the Six of Swords, something from your past, or this reading could trigger something from your past, so be mindful of those emotions. I also feel like you may feel like it's not finished. So I don't know if it will just make you feel like you have more questions after the reading, but that is what I got. Bernard! Why is my coworker still trying to talk to me? Let her go by not answering her anymore. So why is a coworker still trying to talk to Bernard? Why is a coworker still trying to talk to Bernard? Why is a coworker still trying to talk to Bernard? Why is a coworker still trying to talk to Bernard? Why is a coworker trying to still talk to Bernard? Oh man. For the Empress being in the dark. I feel like she just wants to demand your time. I don't know if she feels like you deserve she deserves your time, and she wants to demand your time and your energy. There is the 10 of Wands in the dark. I feel like this person doesn't want to take responsibility for their actions or whatever their responsibilities are. They're just kind of like avoiding them. I also feel this energy of them kind of like wanting to have some support. So I feel like they do want you to help them with something, and maybe they're not asking you in the best way, but I feel like that is what they want from you, is for your help. There is a 9 of Wands in the light. So I do feel like overall she's going to keep being persistent, keep being resourceful about getting what they want. So I don't know what needs to be done with that, and I feel like she's going to celebrate when she gets what she wants. So I don't know if it's just about you, Bernard, hearing her out, helping her what she needs to help with, and then move on, and she'll be happy and leave you alone. Or what your situation is. Ultimately the choice is always yours. But that is what I got. I can tell you what a fairy says for you, Bernard, just to clarify on how to deal with this person. What does the fairies think how Bernard can deal with this person? You got find balance. So find balance between your work, rest, and playtime, and you will have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. That's from the Fae. They're funny sometimes. They say funny things. You're welcome, man. Sherry, fairy reading, Cancer, yes. Let's see. Who is Sherry's fairy guide? 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 Ooh, he looks like a gnome. What is Sherry's fairy power? What is Sherry's fairy power? What is Sherry's fairy power? How can Sherry embrace her fairy energy? How can Sherry embrace her fairy energy? What do the fairies want Sherry to know? What do the fairies want Sherry to know? Ooh. So your fairy guide is that gnome. That's your fairy guide's name, is that gnome. Your fairy guide is a trickster, but can create chaos and does give you wild gifts. So if you ever see something left at your doorstep, like empty peanut shell or anything from nature just laying where it shouldn't be, it is a gift from your fairy guide. I guess they help you break bad habits. And then they also want you to know the forces of chaos are at work. Things may not be as they seem, and this may very well be going on. So they want you to look for the unexpected, find the opportunity in it, and then make it better. So whatever opportunity isn't working out for you, they want you to take it and make it better. And your fairy power is magical blessings. Whatever you're going through, you're blessed. You're being assisted by magical fairies or blessings, and fairies say you can be blessed to others. So I guess the fairies are blessing you, and they think that you can bless other people as well. And then this is how to embrace your fairy energy is stargazing. So looking up at the stars and the moon, maybe looking into some astrology. But it says when you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. So I feel like you can feel the fairies' energy when you are looking up at the stars, and this is what they want you to know is the tree wisdom. The tree Dryal will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute will reveal insights in answering through the sounds it makes. So I guess your fairies are watching over you. That is what I got. Bob. A message from a loved one. Yes. Is there any loved ones from Bob that wants to give them a message? Is there any loved ones from Bob that wants to give them a message? Is there any loved ones from wants to give Bob a message? Is there any spirit guides or ancestors that want to come give Bob a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors that want to come give Bob a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors that want to come give Bob a message? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors that want to come give Bob a message? Ooh, this one wants to come out. Is there any spirit guides, ancestors that want to come give Bob a message? For the 8 of Swords in the light, I do feel like there's an energy around them feeling like you're restricting yourself and smothering yourself. I'm not sure what that means, but I feel like your spirits or whoever's watching over you feel like you're restricting yourself too much and you're setting some limitations around yourself, and that's causing some sort of anxiety. I don't know if it's just about you resisting some changes that are trying to happen around you, but there is the Queen of Swords, so I don't know if this represents a female who's trying to help you or guide you, but I feel like they want you to stand up for yourself, have that clear focus, see the bigger picture of the situation, and focus more on the positive side of it than the negative. I do feel like they want you to be careful with what you say. I feel like they think you have like a sharp tongue or something, maybe saying too much too soon, maybe causing some of these blockages for you. There is a devil, so I don't know if there's any sort of negative energy around you, but I feel like they want you to release that negativity. I don't know if you've been caught up with some sort of, spending too much money or doing something too much, and they want you to cut back a little bit. There is a justice, so I do feel like overall things will improve in a fair manner. It may not all be rainbows and sunshines, but I feel like moving forward, things are going to start to even out for you a little bit. You're going to get some of that clarity. I also feel the sense of readdressing some past mistakes may help you move forward and have a positive outcome in the end. But that is what I got. Nature, hi. Will online marketing finally pay off for me the way I want it? If yes, when? Or I will finally give up. Let's see. For nature. Will online marketing finally pay off for nature? Oops, I did that really badly. Let's see. Will the online marketing finally pay off for nature? Will the online marketing finally pay off for nature? Will the marketing finally pay off for nature? Will the online marketing go the way that nature wants? Will the online marketing go the way nature wants? Will the online marketing go the way nature wants? When will the online marketing work out? I don't really do timing, but we'll see. When will this online marketing work out? Okay, So for the online marketing thing, you do have the Six of Cups in the dark. So I'm feeling the sense, I don't know what kind of online marketing you do, but I feel like if you not look at like any past things, and you think about things going into the future with new futuristic ideas, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. But I feel like don't let any ideas or thoughts or any energy from your past influence you doing the online thing. And I feel like it's embrace the Knight of Wands energy with these new and innovative ideas and spark new fire, bring new things to your marketing stuff. Maybe it will work out better. There is a Nine of Wands here, so the Nine of Wands does represent that badass success, having it, but having that badass success does take a lot of work, a lot of patience, a lot of dedication, having that courage to be resilient and persistent and resourceful, and especially under pressure. The Knight of Cups is in the dark, so I do feel like there is an energy for like, this is for the timing. The timing does represent spring because it's a Cups card, but I'm not really sure. I just feel like it's when you come completely in tune with yourself, and completely confident in yourself is when you're going to feel like you have success. Everyone has their own version of what success looks like, so it all depends what your version is, and if your version is realistic for you and the time that's given for you to do so. But that is what I got. Hi, Sean. Style it up, Mama! Are you still here? You made it on the list! Woohoo! Style up, Mama. I hope you're still here. I know you've been trying for a while to get on the list. Is Theo interested in Style Up, Mama? And is having a relationship? Let's see. Is Theo interested in Style Up Mama? Do you have a YouTube channel, Style Up Mama? Does Style Up Mama? Is Theo interested in Style Up Mama? Is Theo interested in Style Up Mama? Let's see. Is Theo interested in Style Up Mama? Is Theo interested? Is Theo interested in Style Up Mama? Ooh. Is Theo having... Okay. And is Theo wanting a relationship? And is there a relationship between Style Up Mama and Theo? Will they be in a relationship? Will they be in a relationship? Oh man. I feel like Theo is really having some self-doubts or low confidence about something, because all the cards seem to have come out in the dark. But any card that comes out in the dark, there's always a potential for them to turn the light, right? Because I feel like with the Ace of Wands, they do want to start something. They do want to begin something. But I feel like they're kind of lacking that direction on where they want to go with it, or not confident enough in taking that first step to express their interest in you. Because I feel like, they want to run towards you, but because in the dark they're like too fearful to run towards you. They want to run the other way because they're nervous and, again, lacking that direction and scatter their energy and don't know where to put their focus. I feel like they don't like to be alone. They don't like to be held back or confined. They don't like to be bored, but at the same time, they're not sure how to make the excitement between the two of you. I feel like they're kind of a little on edge about making that final decision. But the two of you being in a relationship, with the Four of Cups and the Temperance, I feel like the two of you can have a relationship. I feel like it will take some work, more about the two of you connecting more on a spiritual level rather than an actual real way that people get into a relationship. I feel like it's more about the two of you talking about your spiritualities and your faith and connecting in that way rather than talking about what kind of movies you like. I feel like will make you, the two of you, have a deeper connection. I know it's kind of like not the normal way of doing things, but that's just what the cards are kind of like suggesting here. With the Four of Cups in the dark, I do feel like Theo could be a little bit stuck in their head, a little bit old-fashioned maybe in how they want to go about doing things. The Temperance, I do feel they're kind of alignment. I feel like they're overthinking things and not feeling enough in order for this to make it happen. So they may need a little bit of push into that, but I feel like talking more about the other things besides feelings and interests, more about, you know, how the two of you can connect, and faith-wise, tradition-wise, and all that other stuff. But that is what I got. You do, but haven't been active in a while? Oh man. Well, let us know when you're active again. Everybody can go subscribe. You're welcome, Silent Mama. Diamond. Fairy reading Gemini for Diamond. Who is Diamond's fairy guide? 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 And then, let's see. What is Diamond's fairy power? What is Diamond's fairy power? What is Diamond's fairy power? What is Diamond's... There's one free spot if anyone wants it. Did Sean get on the list? Moonbeam, can you put Sean on the list? How can Diamond embrace themselves? How can Diamond embrace the fairy energy? How can Diamond embrace the fairy energy? How can Diamond embrace the fairy energy? What does the fairies want Diamond to know? What does the fairies want Diamond to know? Awesome. Let's see. Your fairy guide is the guardian of the gate. So your fairy guide is the guardian of the fairies gate in general. So this is the big person who is watching over you. You know, this one says, this is the primal spirit of all guardians that appear when you are about to step through the metaphorical or the most physical gateway to the fairies. So apparently you have a very close connection to the fairy realms and the, you know, the veils. You can get across them very easily. Maybe cross back and forth without realizing it. But it does say that you help them and they help you through important passages and manifesting energy of the guardians. So if you're feeling low energy, maybe they are sucking up your energy a little bit, you know? They're using your energy for their own purposes. We have to close that gate a little bit, I don't know. Let's just see. For the journey is what your power is. So it's time for you to prepare for the journey. It may be important or planned. Either way, make sure that you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. So I guess your power is to manifest some sort of journey, and the Fae wants you to go through it, go to it. I feel like they're kind of like trying to call you through to their end and wanting you to connect with them. This one is how to embrace the fairy energy is by pure intentions. The fairy of manifestation will help you to use your wishes wisely. Manifest your heart's desires with pure intentions and for the highest good of all. So it does seem like the fairies really want to direct you in some sort of way. And this one is what they want you to know. Manifestation. They want you to manifest something. Manifest your true intentions to make this journey happen, I guess. It says, be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now, write it down on paper. Manifestation step 1. So first you have to write it down on paper. I guess once you do that, the fairies will do something with it for you. That's what I got. You know, they do like little sweets, little shiny things. If you leave out for them, maybe they'll attract them to come a little faster. That's what I got. You're welcome, Diamond. I'm not sure if there's a spot less anime freaky. But if you press exclamation mark join, it'll tell you if the list, if you can be added to the list. Nightbot's not a real person, it's just kind of oh, the list is closed. Oh, sorry about that, anime freak. I will be back tomorrow the same time, but 2 hours earlier than now. I usually close around now, but I will be back tomorrow for more free readings. Eliza! I almost gave you the fairy cards. We'll see. For Eliza, what thoughts of P when Eliza told him that he needs to be single, as in no partner at all, in order for us to continue our connection? Okay, so what are P's thoughts towards Eliza when she told him that he needs to be single? What are P's thoughts about Eliza when she told him he needs to be single? You're welcome, anime. Have a good night. For the King of Cups, the King of Cups is in the dark. Oh man. I feel like P was a little moody about it, a little cranky about it. I can feel that. Yeah. There is a justice. I feel like they do feel like whatever, like what you said was fair. I feel like they do get that. I do feel like they are thinking about it. They are thinking about what kind of decisions they need to make about it. But I also feel like they feel like you're judging them a little bit as well. The Ace of Pentacles. I feel like they're hesitant with starting something. There's the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like they want to start something with you, or they want to start that connection with you, but they're a little bit doubtful. I don't know if they're just fear of, if they only have you and that is it, then I don't know, like they will lose something out of it. So I don't know if it's just about them wanting to explore their options to see which type of person is best for them, because I feel like they're unsure about how or what kind of relationship they want to be in or who they want to be in, and I feel like they just kind of like want to start things with people just to see, because they're unsure about themselves. I feel like they're very, not a lot of confidence, and they need that reassurance from others in order to feel competent or whatever, That is what I got. I feel like what you told them, they do feel like that is fair though. They're just struggling with that. You're welcome, spiritual love. Sean, I'm having an event Sunday. Will we sell enough tickets? Let's see. Will Sean sell enough tickets on Sunday? Will Sean sell enough tickets on Sunday for this event? Will Sean sell enough tickets 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 for this event? Ooh. There's some mixed messages here, but we'll see. You do have the Knight of Wands, so I feel like you are going to be able to take action. You're going to be able to have that success, have that, come up with these big ideas and be inspired and have that determination and all that good energy. I feel like you're going to be enthusiastic about it, but you do have the Tower. So I don't know if there's going to be some sudden changes that you may have to be prepared for and adapt to and think fast about how to go around whatever the sudden changes may be. I don't know if it has to do with the weather or what it has to do with, but you have the Nine of Cups too. So I feel like if you're able to overcome this challenge, you will still have that success with the Nine of Cups. That success, that fulfillment, that happiness, Your dream coming true. Your event coming the way you want it to come. You have the Page of Wands in the dark, though. So I don't know if you may be getting some sort of feedback or something that's unwanted, or what this is about. I feel like it's more about making sure you're directing your energies in the right way and not limiting yourself, and having that open mindset and being able to think fast when things come, when things happen. If your tower gets knocked down. But overall, it seems to look good. That's what I got. Vanita, hello. For fairies, let's see, fairy reading. Who is Vanita's fairy guide? 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 What is Vanita's fairy power? What is Vanita's fairy power? What is Vanita's fairy power? How can Vanita embrace their fairy energy? How can Vanita embrace the fairy energy? How can Vanita embrace the fairy energy? How can Vanita embrace the fairy energy? What does the fairies want Vanita to know? What does the fairies want Vanita to know? What does the fairies want Vanita to know? Alright, so your fairy guide is the Piper. So that's this guy. He is your fairy guide, I guess. And your fairy guide says that they help you with music, order, harmony, seduction, and empathy. The Piper recommends that you try polite requests and gentle patience, and wait quietly for what's coming. For it to come to you, seek harmony and tranquility in yourself and in the world around you. So that is from your fairy guide. And for your fairy power, it says you have the power to manifest. So manifestation is your power. It says be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Write it down on paper. Manifestation step 1. So I feel like if you write down what you want, what you wish for, write it down somewhere and the fairies will do something with it. How to embrace the energy is by light. The fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. So I do feel like you can use your energy to find positive things in the darkness, and the fairy will help you with that as well. And for what the fairies want you to know is a journey. It is time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure that you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passports now. Sounds like the fairies think you need a vacation to pamper yourself. I don't know, but this is what the fairies want you to know. You're welcome. You're welcome, Eliza. Pressing the wrong buttons. There we go. I'm here. You ready? Now let's go? Alright. Maybe we could just go and escape in the little fairy world, and everything will be magical. Wouldn't that be nice? I don't know. That's my manifestation. Good night, everyone. You're welcome. Spiritual love. I will be back tomorrow for more readings. Hope you all have a good night, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Good night, Bob. Good night, everyone. Bye. Good night, Sean, Eliza. Good night, everyone. Thank you. Bye, everyone.